Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So in this video we are going to discuss about a very important topic, that is resonance. Okay, so to discuss about resonance we will start with ozone molecule. Ozone means O3, right? So at first we will try to draw the Lewis structures of ozone molecule. So to draw the Lewis structures we need to know the total number of valence electrons of ozone molecule. So here are 3 oxygen atoms of ozone molecule and each of them has 6 electrons in their valence shell. So a total of 18 electrons we are having. Okay, so now I am drawing the skeletal structures. So 3 oxygen atoms are there and at first I am giving single bonds between them. Okay, so we need to fill up their octets also. So here for this oxygen atom it has 2 electrons already. So to fill up its octet we need 6 more electrons, right? So now its octet is filled up. Now move on to the next. That means the middle oxygen atom, it has already 1, 2, 3, 4 electrons. So it needs 4 more electrons, and for this terminal oxygen also we need 6 electrons, but here are a total of 18 electrons, right? So how much we have used? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That means 14 electrons are already used up and we have only 4 electrons left. So 4 electrons are here. So for this oxygen atom and for this oxygen atom the octet is filled up, but not for this one. So what to do now? So now the middle oxygen atom, that means the neighboring oxygen atom, will share its 2 electrons with this terminal oxygen atom, and here we can have a double bond. Okay, but without affecting the octet of this middle one. And now the octet of this one is also fulfilled, and now we will calculate the formal charges. So here are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 electrons are there for this oxygen atom, and this is 1 excess than the valence electron, right? So it has -1 formal charge, and for the middle one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that means 1 less than the number of valence electrons, that means +1, and here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are there, that means it is having 0 formal charge. So another structure of ozone molecule is also possible, which has a structure like this one, that means exactly the mirror image of the first structure, right? Here also the formal charges are like this one. So we all know that the single bond length is always greater than the double bond length, right? So here the single bond length of oxygen bond is 148 picometer, and oxygen double bond length is 121 picometer. Okay, but experimentally it is found that in case of ozone molecule the oxygen bond lengths both are 128 picometers, that means between single and double bond length. So the bonds between oxygen atoms are not single bond, they cannot be double bonds also. So we can assume that there is a partial double bond character, right? It is 128 picometers, and the bond order is also between 1 and 2, that is 1.5. Now if we can calculate the energies of these 3 structures, so the first one suppose is E, next one is also equal to E, but for this structure this is equal to E dash, and it is found that E dash is less than E, and this is very important. Okay, and this structure is known as resonance hybrid. Clear? So the resonance hybrid has lesser energy than this hypothetical structures. That means it is more stable than this one. That's why this is the original structure or actual structure of ozone molecule. Now experimentally it is found that the 3 carbon oxygen bonds in carbonate, 3 nitrogen oxygen bonds in nitrate, 2 nitrogen oxygen bonds in nitrite, 2 nitrogen oxygen bonds in nitromethane, 2 carbon carbon bonds in allyl carbocation and 2 carbon carbon bonds in allyl carbanion are same. But here you can see that here are single bonds as well as double bonds. So, by resonating structures we can explain this fact. At first we will start with carbonate. Okay. So, this is the structure of carbonate anion, and now what to do? So, here are negative charges on oxygen atoms. So, these are in conjugation with that double bond. Okay. So, here one double bond can form between carbon and oxygen. As a result, this will shift on oxygen atom. Okay. So, here you have to put double headed arrow, and here is negative charge, new double bond is formed over here and O minus. Now, another canonical structure is possible from this way, forming a double bond over here and this one. So, these all are known as resonating structures or canonical structures, and the corresponding resonance hybrid will be like that. Both of them will have a partial double bond character. Okay. And 2 unit of negative charge is distributed among 3 oxygen atoms. That's why each of them will get minus 2/3 charge. Clear? That's why each of them have same length. Next is nitrate. This is nitrate. Okay. So, a double bond can form over here because this is in conjugation with that system with this double bond. So, after formation of double bond, that means it is getting extra electrons. So, the positive charge will be neutralized, but as a result of formation of a new double bond, this bond will shift on oxygen atom, and again a plus charge will be generated on nitrogen atom. That means this is our another canonical structure. Okay. Same thing is possible with this negative charge. So, another canonical structure is this one. Clear? So, the resonance hybrid looks like this. Each of them having double bond character, and 2 unit of negative charge is distributed among 3 oxygen atoms. So, minus 2/3, minus 2/3, minus 2/3, and in each of the resonating structures there is a positive charge on nitrogen atom. So, in resonance hybrid also there will be a single positive charge on nitrogen atom. Okay. For this reason 3 nitrogen oxygen bonds are similar in length. Now, nitrite, this one. So, this negative charge is in conjugation with this system, and another canonical structure looks like this. Okay. So, the resonance hybrid is just like that. Each of them is getting partial double bond character, and the negative charge is shared between 2 oxygen atoms. So, minus half, minus half. Okay. For this reason 2 bonds are equal in length. Next one is nitromethane. So, this is the structure of nitromethane. Now, again resonance is possible, right? So here also two of the nitrogen oxygen bonds are getting partial double bond character, and for that reason the two nitrogen oxygen bonds are similar in length. Next is allyl carbocation and allyl carbanion. So this is allyl carbocation. So here the positive charge is in conjugation with an double bond single bond conjugated system, right. So this positive charge can be neutralized in this way due to resonance, and a positive charge will be generated here in another canonical structure. We know that the if any charge species is there, charge species is always reactive and it is not stable, but due to resonance allyl carbocations can get stability, and the actual resonance hybrid of allyl carbocation is like this, double bond, partial double bond character. So this is the resonance hybrid of these two canonical structures like this. This is allyl carbanion, okay, allyl carbanion. So this negative charge is also in conjugation with that system, and this will shift. Being a charge species, allyl carbocation or allyl carbanion should be reactive, but due to resonance there is a chance of neutralizing their charge or to gain stability. That is why they are stable in nature, okay. So this is the canonical structure minus half minus half, okay. For that reason the two carbon-carbon bond length in allyl carbocation and allyl carbanion are same. Now we will talk about benzene molecule. So this is benzene, which has alternative double and single bonds. Here are 3 carbon-carbon double bonds and 3 carbon-carbon single bonds. That means alternate double bond single bond system is this. So we know that carbon-carbon single bond length is 1.54 angstrom, whereas carbon-carbon double bond length is 1.34 angstrom. But it is found that all of the carbon-carbon bonds in benzene are equal in length. Why? This also occurs due to resonance, because of this alternate double bond single bond system, resonance occurs, and as a result each of the carbon-carbon bond gets double bond character in one of their canonical structures, and for that reason we can express benzene molecule as a resonance hybrid like this, okay, or simply like this. Okay. For that reason all the carbon-carbon bond lengths in benzene are equal in length. Now with the help of resonance we can explain many properties of compounds like phenol, that means PHOH, right. Acidity of phenol can be explained in terms of its resonating structures. So we all know that acidity is all about the ionization of this bond and production of H plus, right. So in aqueous solution it will produce phenoxide ion, which is this one, plus H3O plus. Production of this H3O plus is responsible for the acidity of phenol, right. So we can say that if this equilibrium is shifted towards right, then it will behave as a good acid, right. So here is a question of stability of this phenoxide ion. How can we get this one? Suppose this one is phenoxide ion, right. So here are 3 lone pairs of electrons on oxygen atom which are in conjugation with the aromatic system. So it has a negative charge. After sharing this electrons with this ring carbon atom, this negative charge is neutralized, and after formation of a bond over here, this double bond will shift and one electron pair will be there on this carbon atom, and this will be negatively charged. So our negatively charged carbon atom will be this one, and this is our next canonical structure, right. So now this negative charge can be delocalized within this pi electron system. So double bond will be generated here, and this double bond, that means a pair of electron will be shifted on this carbon atom, and our next canonical structure will look like this. Negative charge over here, bond is generated, double bond. So next canonical structure and again so on, okay. So looking at this, we can say that many resonating structures are possible. That's why it can gain stability through resonance, right. As this one is stable, so phenol will tend to form phenoxide ion along with H3O plus in solution. That's why phenol is acidic in nature. In another words, we can also explain this fact. Suppose directly we are taking phenol. So here are 2 lone pairs of electron on oxygen atom. So these are in conjugation. So bond will shift over here. This is neutral, and after sharing with that carbon atom, it will become positive. So in next canonical structure, oxygen will get a positive charge, double bond, negative charge. So this negative charge will be delocalized over the pi electron system. Next is this one, and so on, okay. So here the resonance hybrid looks like this. As the negative charge is delocalized over this pi electron system, so delta negative, and here negative between that oxygen and carbon, partial double bond will be there, because in every structure double bond is not there, that's why partial double bond. And in some of the canonical structure there is positive charge, so it is delta positive, okay. So we all know that oxygen is an electronegative element, and electronegative element cannot hold positive charge. That's why that bonding electron pair between oxygen and hydrogen will be more shifted towards oxygen, and that's why this bond is very weak and helps in ionization of this H plus in solution. That's why phenol is acidic in nature. So by resonance, in terms of resonance, we can explain many properties of elements many compounds like this. So, this is all about resonance. Okay. If you have any doubt regarding this topic, you can ask me in the comment section below, and if you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and of course hit the bell icon to get notification of new videos on my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.